Christ is risen. Indeed, he is risen. The resurrection is the central pillar of our Christian faith. We believe that when we die, life is changed, not ended. St. Paul tells us that because of the resurrection, death has lost its sting. If we do not believe in the resurrection, we will try to grab all the physical pleasures we can have before we die. We shall live a life of hedonism. Christian faith in the resurrection cannot be proved scientifically, yet it is the cause for ultimate hope for humanity. If you had scientific proof, you do not need faith. You trust me when I tell you that your car is still in the parking lot. This is secular faith. If we were in another part of town or another city, you would not be too sure. If you could meet and talk to your deceased loved ones, you would not need faith in the resurrection. Religious faith is a firm belief in the promises of God, even if they do not seem logical or appear beyond our imagination. We, the followers of Christ, believe God's life goes on after death. When we live as Jesus taught us, we recognize his presence in our midst. Our belief is based not only on what we have been told by others, but also on what experience we have experienced for ourselves. The question you have to ask yourself is, do we experience peace and joy? When we are with other believers, we can experience the power of Jesus' love within us. Whether we are praying, eating, or playing with other believers, we experience God's mystical presence. There is no greater proof of the resurrection than our witness as followers of Christ. When we show love and mercy to others. Faith has to be developed in relationship. Your parents, friends, and co-workers can tell you that a certain person will make you an ideal partner. However, only in a relationship will you discover whether what they say is true. An hour or a day may not be sufficient time to make a decision. Therefore, I hope that if you are thinking of joining or rejoining the Catholic Church, please spend more time with us and not just a day. The first reading from the Acts of the Apostle, Peter is a changed man. At Jesus' trial, he denied he was an associate of Jesus 3 times. Here, he's unafraid to speak openly about Jesus and to proclaim that those who believe in Jesus as God's anointed one, the Messiah, will receive forgiveness of sins. Once he had encountered the risen Christ, he lost all fear. St. Paul tells us that because of the resurrection, there is life after death. Death lost its sting. Christians should not even fear martyrdom. The empty tomb and the location of the burial clothes suggested the robbers did not steal the body. They would be in a hurry. Why then would they waste time trying to unwrap? Who could have folded neatly the cloth that covered the face and placed it in a separate place, other than the person who wore it? Again, thieves in a hurry would not do such a thing. The empty tomb by itself may not be sufficient evidence to prove the resurrection. It must be seen in conjunction with other eyewitnesses and Christ's own prediction of his resurrection and the foretaste of the resurrection, which he demonstrated at his transfiguration. If there is a resurrection, when we die, life is changed, not ended. Life beyond the grave will require us to give account for our lives. How much have we loved? Talking about familiar and communal love, not romantic love. Our life is a gift from God, and how we live it is the gift returned to him. A life of humility, love and mercy, which he has shown us, will be most pleasing to him. Christ is risen. Indeed, he is risen.